Like Lukasz, who's not in a dark room for once. Looks.
Yeah, because it's like what, 6 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, but I'm not in my dungeon anymore.
Yeah.
No. All right, welcome to another installment of the Final Scoop podcast. This is the After Hours special, the Feast of Champions. Welcome, my friends. Thank you all for the live stream, the people tuning in on the live stream. My brain's not working. Apparently, I need some food in me. I haven't had anything since like 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little hungry, a little tired.
Wish I could say the same.
Ready to eat some fucking food. Thank you all for joining us. We've got a bunch of questions that we'll be discussing during this. We'll be watching the UFC fights as well. I've got 2 large pepperoni pizzas with extra jalapenos waiting for me to demolish. Lukasz, what do you have?
I've got beef burgers. I've got some fish fillets. I've got some chicken fillets, chicken medallions. I've got a bunch of meat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shane, what you got?
I have 2 large, or what we call double pizzas here. I have, they are both, I think, 1,600 calories each. Then I have a dessert pizza with chocolate, banana, berries. I then have what I believe to be a donut dessert burger. And then I have what's called an unholy donut, and I don't know what's in that.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah, if I get through these 2 pizzas, I'm not sure about that. I'm just going to go, I've got a giant candy jar of like Snickers and Reese's Pieces and all that stuff, so I'll just have to pull some extra calories if not. And Robbie, what do you have? We can go with protein bars if we want to.
Yeah.
The cheesy bread, which is like basically garlic bread, 4 Big Macs, and
Would you just drive down fast food alley?
yeah, then 2 large pizzas, and then I realized that Shane's gonna be pissed, so I got McNuggets too.
Fucking nuggets. Yeah, I went for pizza. I just was not feeling like a McDonald's day. But
I didn't feel like it too, but then I figured out, you know what? I'll just get extra.
There we go. Pete stayed up, and he's old as shit.
Whoa.
I mean, he stayed awake. Thank you, Pete. Cristobal. This
Yeah,
is a
there's a lot
first-time
of it.
commenter. I need Mountain Dew Red 8. There we go. You are here for the buffet. All right. Anybody else tuning in the live stream? Any comments, questions, queries, scripts you guys have? Feel free to fire away. We will answer them in between stuffing ourselves and watching UFC fights and whatever other embarrassing stories we decide to tell during this next hour and a half, however long we're on. We're going to eat until somebody pukes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna puke, but
We'll see. All right. So do we want to start an official timer? Do we need
Let's
like a
go.
ready, set, go?
look, dude, I'm gonna be full before an hour's up. That's just
Oh,
how
yeah,
it's gonna be.
100%. Me too. Like, it's probably
not gonna be
20,
a
30
matter of-
minutes.
Okay,
Can
here
I
we
still
go.
go in an hour?
We'll keep the official timer. Ready?
I got more food than I can handle.
Set. Go.
Is it a cheat meal if you don't get more food than you can handle? Though, see, I like dessert first. People always laugh at me, but
You like dessert first?
You and
I
Sandy.
don't know what this is.
Okay, I'm a little pissed at Pizza Hut. I ordered extra jalapenos, and there's like 5 jalapenos on this thing. A little pissed. A little
First
pissed.
bite. First bite.
Is
The
it-
best bite.
Did you say Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That
Well, I guess
explains
we
it.
should also preempt this that me, Shane, and Lukasz all took GDAs before this. I don't think Robbie did.
Nah.
Sushi. Nobody thought sushi. That's a really good point.
Yeah, because it's fucking 11 o'clock around here, and I live in New Jersey, so no
I like
chance.
sushi.
Would you had a chance to order some, or everything is closed as far as sushi?
Oh, wow.
Domino's.
Yeah.
I had myself muted. Pete was saying, show the fight. So we got the fight right there. Oh, man.
I'm thinking, who else is eating besides us?
Do we have to do the crusts as well? Does that count? Like, do we have to, or are we just eating like the topping parts? What are the rules for this?
You need to munch as much calories as possible.
Yeah,
So
I
you
eat
show
everything
the
I
colours
see.
now.
Almost.
True colors now. Do I need to eat the crust?
You said we need to eat the crust, Shane?
Well, I would think it's not like you're going to be able to say, "Oh, my pizza was 1,500 calories. It's minus this." I mean, I don't usually eat the crust. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I usually don't either.
Oh, man,
Do we
I don't know
do we
what
have
that was,
some
but shit, that's good.
do we have some questions?
What's wrong with you guys? See, this was the thing I got, but I don't know really what it is. It's called a. Where's the fucking?
What's that?
I don't know. It was on there, so I grabbed it. Oh, here we go. So it's a long chocolate filled. Oh shit! Sorry. Look at that.
Oh damn.
That
Oh,
looks
no.
good.
Yes, I prefer to do the dessert first.
It looks like eclairs or something.
No, it's cool.
That's a
Rolling
long
donut.
fucking eclair.
Thankfully, I already ate my one meal by 24. Good God, you only eat one meal a day, Paul?
Damn.
Damn.
He's on that warrior diet.
And he's still alive.
Oh man.
Come to think of it, Paul did have a couple of questions for us.
Otherwise, we can go back to where we left.
It's your story? Sure thing, man.
No, not my story. No, fuck you. No, you.
Oh, wait, what is this? The nomadic family tagged us all. It says, having my own pizza while Stack 3D, Robbie, and a supplement
that's my
engineer have
wife.
their cheat meal.
That's my wife.
Oh,
Nikki's
well, there we
wife.
go. That's Nikki. Okay, I didn't realize that. All right, here we go. Question from Zandandido. Let's see what we got. Yes,
Of course, that's soda.
diet soda. Although the carbonation might fuck you in the later rounds.
No, I went for water.
I got water too, but
My
No
nasty
water
jug
at
of
all.
water.
I need a Mountain Dew. You are gonna get fired from the stream. I need new Mountain Dew. Robbie is way overrated. After bailing on us last week, he's lucky he got back invited back.
Yeah, you are my favorite too, I guess.
Is there any reason behind that, or is he just making just a bold claim? Just
I think that's a statement.
I think I finished the nuggets. I'm about to finish the fucking cheesy bread. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about beta-alanine.
Here we go. It was a question from Zandandido. If your body is saturated with beta-alanine, what would happen if you missed or skipped a day?
Nothing.
Exactly. One day is not. I mean, it's going to take months for you to. Or it's going to take several weeks. If you're already saturated, one day is not going to make a difference.
Now, Robert, interesting. Actually, you know what? What does it apply also to Pico 2 and other, and betaine? Anything that needs to be saturated, I mean.
With creatine, it doesn't matter if you skip a day. If you're already saturated, it's going to take several weeks for those stores to drop off. Pico 2, we don't have any data on that yet. We don't have enough extensive data on it. And betaine, I would think it's more along the same lines of the same thing. It's going to be like creatine.
So you mean if somebody goes like on a 3-day getaway or a vacation for about a week and doesn't want to bring supplements with him, he should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Theoretically, couldn't you just, before you go away, hey, Robert, who the fuck did you pay?
That's what I'm about to say.
Actually,
I quit.
I actually have a pretty good idea who it is.
I don't want to be. No, I went for that.
Okay. What about this says extra jalapenos?
Wow. It looks like extra pepperoni.
Wait. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with my pizza. It's different. Do you see?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's not like your toppings literally fell off. You just lost $3, right? Mine is it's got a lot of shit on there.
I picked it up. I picked the pepperoni off that fell. There we go. Somebody supporting somebody else on the podcast besides Robbie.
Do note, I'm not angry. I think maybe it just comes off as that. It's not anger, it's more.
Slightly perturbed.
Well, the guy,
Passion.
he should be fine now. I mean, he's eating carbs.
Oh yeah. And it's not 8 a.m. it's not 8 a.m. That's the best part.
How was your workout, Shane?
Today is like kind of the last day of my 7 weeks or 8 weeks of weight loss. So my strength was not it was better than I expected, but what to do? I usually do a lat pull or like a high row warm up, and then max deadlift 5 to 7 reps, and then max bent row 5 to 7. Although my deadlift, I tried to do 4.5 plates, and I did not. I wanted to do 6. I only managed like 3 or 4, but I backed off because I was like, I'm not going to do 6. So I dropped it, and I think I finished on 8 on just the 4. But I mean, if I'm 3 kilos, we'll say like 7-8 pounds lighter. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow once I'm carved up,
There you go. Go in for a second deadlift session.
we're gonna be hitting some records.
My question would be like 7 reps is kind of on the higher end for deadlifts. I mean, we're talking just regular conventional pulling, sumo?
No, like I always found that when I did 3 to 5, if I were to hit like my best at 3 to 5, kind of like when I used the method from swimming. Like when you do your best 50 meters, you can probably, if you can do your best 60 meters, it's going to elevate your 50. So my idea was always, if I push my 3 and 5 to as good as I can, but then work on elevating my 7, it's still within range that could increase my 3 to 5. Obviously, I'm not going to do 15 because I don't really think the higher you get, the more it will take away from strength. But 7, I think, is if I can, and it's much easier to better your higher reps. That was my philosophy. So if I can beat my 7, 8, I can slightly bring up my lower rep. That's the theory. Works for me so far.
Do you change your style any sometimes, or you stick to the same basics?
You mean exercises?
No, I mean exercises, sets, reps.
I may modify it if I heard something, if I feel like I need to work on. I only just started doing shoulders like 2, 3 years ago. I just didn't do them because I just didn't think, I don't know, wasn't worth it. But and that kind of shuffled my training up a bit. Usually I'll add something, take it away, that'll reshuffle the whole week.
Shane, you're pulling conventional, right? Not
I don't like
sumo.
sumo.
Go ahead.
I've always been under the idea that like I'm not pulling deadlift to like lift weight, which I mean I am kind of, but the whole idea is to get a big back, and I've always felt that like conventional is going to work your back, which is what you want to do, mid back, lower back, upper back, better than a sumo. So that's why, even though it might not be as strong, I'm like, that's kind of the reason I'm doing it. If I was a powerlifter, maybe, but I've never toyed with sumo. I just thought, if I want to injure my back, I might as well do a conventional.
I'm partial to trap bar deadlifts. I've done conventional enough, but I'm partial to trap bar deadlifts.
I don't like trap bar.
No?
I just feel there was a quote, I don't know who it was, someone said like nothing's like tougher or like more gym rat than a deadlift. Being like just like pick that up. That's literally what it is. And I've just the trap bar, and I always do exercises I can do in another gym. And trap bar varies very differently. I've had bars where the handles are upright, or the handles are level with the bar, and it just drastically changes the movement. So I've only ever done stuff that I can replicate in another gym.
That's a good point. And for somebody that's a nomad like you, then it makes sense to stick more to the free weight stuff.
I haven't been a fucking nomad for the last
year. in normal times, when the world decides to get its shit back together.
I would like to be a nomad again.
Yeah.
Your gym looks very cool. I mean, from that one picture, the setup looks very hardcore.
Oh, like that Ronnie documentary where he said he just likes shitty gyms. I fucking love shitty gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Me
One of the
too.
one of the shittiest ones I've been to is a place called Steel City in Middlesbrough in the UK. I've seen some shit. Like I've seen some shit. Even Ronnie's gym, that rugged, that one this might actually give it a run for its money. Like the floor's uneven, some's padded, some's not. Very few of the plates are the same. Some are pounds, some are kilos, and like each area has just got the plates kind of rested, and so there'll be like a giant shoulder section, and it's called something for boulders. And it's got just a giant illustration of a jack motherfucker, and then in the leg section you've got your leg press and your rusty ass hack squat that like wobbles as it goes down. But if you put on enough weight, kind of centers it. But I'll have to send a picture because that gym, I mean, it's one of the most rugged I've been to. And the membership is you drop the money in the little container at the front. So I was like, badass.
That's awesome.
I love gyms with soul, basically. You know, I remember when I trained at Temple in Birmingham, Dorian's gym. That was like dust was everywhere, you know. But once you like enter the dungeon, it was like you can smell the iron. It was, man.
Lukasz, did he sell it? Did he sell the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the gym in Spain right now, on Marbella, right?
I thought he had one in Canada too. Doesn't he train people out of Canada?
I don't know.
I think Spain.
Okay. I'm not sure where I heard that. I thought he was in Canada for some reason. Anyway. Question for Lukasz. Best standardization of lion's mane.
You know what? I think that like in our coffee we are using like 30%, but you know it depends because I think that you know as I said to Robert, you know it all comes down to if you're taking the high standardization, you need to also take into consideration the earthiness of and the flavor and the taste, you know, so that plays a big role. So that's why we couldn't use a super high, you know, standardization for our coffee when we were making it with Apollon. So, but the more purity you will get, the better, you know, in my opinion. But probably Robert will give you more insight than me.
I mean, I know some companies put in like an 8-to-1 extract or a 10-to-1 extract. I mean, I think a lot of that, you don't really have any way to quantify that. Are they really taking 10 pounds of mushrooms for every 1 pound of dried powder there? I would just, for most people, I would say just get a regular, just a fruiting body powder. Just go buy the Nutricost powder off Amazon or something like that.
But definitely stick to the body because it has the most nutrients and so on. So I will definitely stick with that. But as far as standardization, like I said, you will in drinks you will have a bit different one than in your pure supplements, you know.
Bella, man, does she work for Apollon, Robbie?
No. Let's just move on.
What's your favorite flavor supplement from Apollon?
I'm not going to answer it. You do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. It's either peanut butter. I mean, shit. I don't know. Shit.
If I may answer.
Yeah, go ahead,
Lucas.
Lucas.
Probably my first love was overtime, and you know, since then I just fell in love with the brand. So
that's not a flavor.
Yeah,
but taste of capsules.
It is a flavor.
Yeah, but as far as I'm just saying in broad spectrum, as far as like you know if I could like say what's my favorite supplement from Apollon, I would say overtime. But as far as flavor, I would go with peanut butter from 50/50 because like blew my mind.
I'm leaning towards, I think, peanut butter cookie, or I don't know. Like I classify proteins as something different than like pre-workouts, intra-workouts, and all that stuff.
You can always go with the secret one that Shane doesn't know of.
Oh yeah.
No, Robbie, that was exceptional, but
No, I just wanted to
the
say
other flavors I think are a little bit better. Or just I'm partial to them.
Oh, so it's not that great then.
Told you, it's not lost your balls good.
Don't ever use that term. Just because it's new doesn't mean you can just flip it out, right?
Understandable. Yeah, I'm gonna go peanut butter cookie on the protein. Although the Dutch chocolate is kind of like right there. Salted caramel is there too, but I tend to gravitate more towards like the peanut butter or chocolates. And then favorite flavor supplement, something else. Pineapple Enigma. I'm gonna agree with Pete. What is your favorite, Robbie?
mine.
Yeah, Alan's checking in. Heroic muscle.
I think that probably I don't know if we go with protein. I honestly I cycle through them, so I would say a mix: 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of peanut butter cookie. That's probably my favorite. And the same thing I do with chainsaw right now, but lately it's been raspberry lemonade mixed with strawberry margarita.
That's nice.
I like to experiment like that.
That is a good one. Oh man! All right.
We know you like to experiment, Robert.
You just can't let it go, can you?
I was referring to South Africa, but that's okay. You know, I'm gonna bring that up every now and then.
Honestly, that was a massive surprise for me when you shared
That
this.
was an embarrassing story. That was
Well, it depends.
damn, Robert.
Depends who's listening, and depends, But you guys went with pretty serious stuff. Like you basically exposed yourself. So I was okay. You know what? I got to be honest
That was
too.
the fucking point. That was the fucking point.
Exactly.
You expose us. What do you mean expose yourself?
So I
You
did.
just told us you went shopping and read labels. I don't even think that's embarrassing. I do the same thing.
But you know what? When we got off the air, Robert and I, we actually talked about it. I'm pretty sure we have more stories similar to that are kind of that people don't know about us, or embarrassing, or shocking.
Oh,
I've never
Robert slept with somebody's sister. I'll put that caveat in there.
yeah, dude. That's
well,
you're like, oh,
I never made that mistake.
It's probably fighting still ensuing today. I don't really. I have embarrassing stories. That was just, I guess, one of the things that. My other one was that, and this is, I don't think this is as embarrassing, but then my wife's probably is. I as much as I'm a Celine Dion fan, which I've already mentioned before.
he did. Yeah,
I'm
Do I remember that?
I'm also a Taylor Swift fan.
yeah.
Oh god.
Aren't you full of surprises? That I didn't know.
Oh.
Celine Dion, I remember you mentioned.
Only when I'm sort of outside of the if I'm working. I mean, you can't beat her. She's dynamite. I mean, it's just hard to say.
Robert's face right now is priceless.
Celine Dion to Taylor Swift isn't that big of a jump, in my opinion.
Celine Dion, the only good thing she did was give you those songs that were great for middle school and high school dances.
Whoa. The only thing she did? Bitch has a legacy show on Vegas, right? The only thing she did.
I can't recant her entire song catalog. I'm sorry, Shane.
If you could write something 30 years ago, actually, if you write something now, and then in 30 years, you're still dominating on the strip, you know what? I'll say, what the fuck did you do? But hey, the bitch we got is a supplement line you don't want to tell anybody about, okay?
Wait, Shane.
Well,
So do you respect her because of the legacy, or are you actually a fan of her songs? Because
I'm a fan of her songs.
Okay, so that's different. That's good.
Well, I mean, if I liked it because of what she accomplished, I mean, you give it 1,000 other. Beyonce would be up there, but I don't like Beyonce songs. Sorry, not my jam. Swift though and Celine Dion. I'm sorry, not in the gym. I very don't like them in the gym.
What's your preferred music when you're at the gym?
AC/DC, Metallica.
So it's normal after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to listen to that when I'm trying to do some work. I don't want to listen to some fucking hard rocking piece of shit when I'm trying to write.
I don't want to listen to My Heart Will Go On though when I'm working either.
No, dude. My Heart Will Go On. I can't. I mean, I can listen to a lot of her catalog, but that one brings up too much, man. It brings up too much.
I can just see right now that Shane is writing about Assassin while listening to Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's about right. When I write a review.
No, whatever
Celine
works.
Dion.
Okay,
Taylor Swift
let's continue. So, Robert,
I
another.
don't care if Taylor Swift ate babies. I mean, she just writes some dynamite shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
So let's hear it. What else do you got?
Robert, what embarrassing story do you? Whoa.
We got a question.
Yeah, okay. Well, Robert, that's a question for you.
I
The
thought it was
fermented
just
ones are vegan friendly,
vegan. Yeah.
so there's nothing special about them unless you want vegan only stuff. But the companies are marketing them as superior, but that's just all marketing bullshit. It's leucine is leucine, whether it's derived from a bird's asshole or some bacteria that they
Don't they
find.
need to be fermented? Oh, actually, no, that's not right.
How are you doing with food? I fucking finished one pie.
I'm hosting this. I've got to talk too much. I'm 5 slices down. I got 3 left on this piece.
So
on this pizza.
I killed a fucking cheesy bread, a pizza pie, and 10 nuggets. Should I go for the second pie or should I give it a break and go for Big Macs?
Go for Big Mac.
Big Mac.
All
I'm closing in on my first pizza, but goddamn.
All right, 4 of these now. Shit.
Don't say
Okay.
you're full already.
I was full before I started.
No.
Yeah, I was unfortunately bloated.
Shane and I were texting each other and telling each other what we ate before this.
Oh shit, my wife smoked her pizza. God damn it.
I had 3 protein bars this morning. I had an Apollon shake after we got off the podcast. And I had 2 double bourbons at the distillery. That's about all I've had today.
I had extra Tudka to clear me out.
You had some Tudka, he said?
No, like usually when I change the dose to like increase it or introduce it.
Oh, it's bad that I'm feeling full already. I'm going to have
So-
to get out and do some shimmy shakes.
So who is next with embarrassing story or something we don't know?
Robert.
I'm proud of Taylor Swift. I don't really think she's embarrassing
No,
at all. Did you go out and haul yourself down on fucking some website or something to get everyone to come on here and kiss your ass or some shit? What's going on here? It's just like I mean we had commenters, but now it looks like we've got
No, Jose is my
Fucking-
boyfriend.
we got like the Robert. Do you have an OnlyFans and you just put it out there or some shit? Like, I need your support.
Jose is his sales manager, so he needs
Yeah.
to be nice.
God damn it! I don't have anybody.
There's my embarrassing story. Nobody
All right.
knows that I have an OnlyFans page. I'm just fucking with you.
It's because no one follows it.
No, that's where I release all my secret supplement information.
Oh, that's what you do it where no one can see you.
Bad.
Okay, so Lucas, you next then.
I
I don't
don't.
think he has any. I don't think he has any.
Something we don't know about you.
If he thought about this and all he could come up with is when he shops at grocery stores, it takes him
Yeah.
a little longer. I'm like,
It's basically-
every bodybuilder I think is the same as everybody who lifts is like, when they go to a new supermarket, you want to check. That's what I do when I go to these countries. And you have to translate and figure out that makes sense because you don't want to buy a peanut butter with added sugar. You
Yeah.
don't want to buy oats that's like for some reason off, or chicken that's like water injected. You want some good shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the
That's
thing.
all that Lucas could come up with.
I buy the same thing every week, so I don't know what. I mean, it's yeah.
No, but
I
if
think
you
it's
went to another supermarket, if you went to another one,
Yeah.
Okay.
you would do exactly. I would do exactly what he does.
Mm-hmm. The
Okay.
excitement.
If you have a baby in the mix, it's fucking 3 hours anyway. Shopping with her is a fucking nightmare.
Well, that's when you give them a shot of whiskey and some Benadryl, and you just knock their ass out while they're in the shopping cart.
We don't all have alcohol on hand, Robert. I don't. I'm never drunk, so we've been through this.
All right. Since Shane brought up Celine Dion, guilty pleasure song or artist?
No, not guilty
Oh.
pleasure.
He's proud of it.
Someone you like that you should probably doesn't seem like you would like.
That's a guilty pleasure. That's what a guilty
No, it's
pleasure
not.
is.
I'm not really that guilty. I just don't want to tell you because I know people will laugh at me.
Well, mission accomplished.
I'm not guilty. I'm so like when you tell me that's silly, I'm still gonna fucking listen to Swift. Drop some fire albums. Oh,
Robbie, any guilty pleasure songs or something you wouldn't think people would listen to you?
Songs.
any more families you ruined?
Well, I think that we have a lot bigger audience right now for me to talk shit.
Are you trying to like duck voice?
Mhm.
What was that?
Oh,
come on, Robbie.
She's like trying
All
to close
stays
the
in
door.
family.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ava, come here.
I've got NAC. I don't have any. I've had it for a couple months now. I haven't noticed any changes in the powder.
No.
No. Not
What
at
brand
all.
did you buy, Rod? Oh, we can say hi to Ava. Everybody say hi to Ava. That's out tuning in. And
Ava, say hello.
hi, Ava.
Hello.
You're saying bye-bye for. You're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Is she going somewhere?
No. Well, not that I know of.
Nikki just shoved her in the room and said, "Peace. I'm
No,
done."
she broke in the room and because my door doesn't shut. You know what? You want to help, Ava? 'Cause I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well.
Robbie, you even tasting the food?
Oh, shit.
Nah. No, I just want to fucking destroy it and that's it. I want to get it out of my fucking face.
What do you have left?
I have 3 Big Macs and I have another pizza. I think I'm gonna do the 3 Big Macs and then nobody's fucking catching up with this anyway. So what's the point?
I'm coming. It's the tortoise and the hare. You're racing. I'm trotting along.
Slowly catching up.
Oh sure.
I like
Rod said,
Shane's idea. We rank it off of poundage. How many calories you ingest versus how much you weigh.
No, I'm the fucking smallest one.
Weight wise?
Well, I'm about 175.
Oh, you got 10 pounds on me.
Fuck you.
I think.
You
I'll say,
165?
Last I checked, yeah. But that was a couple months ago, so I have no idea.
Shit, I should have lied.
Well, if I could go jump on the scale now, but I've got 7 slices of pizza in me, so.
Yeah, that's pointless.
Shane, how much you weigh?
Oh, he's
About
fucked.
I'm about 215. It's not good.
So Shane
Outside?
weighs most
Outside.
from all of us.
Outside. Yes. Go away.
So no guilty pleasure songs, Robbie?
Songs? No, not really, but I listen to anything. Believe it or not, actually, that I used to, at one point, to like to listen to Andrea Bocelli during the workouts.
Oh,
I like Bocelli. I couldn't do it during a workout, but I like Andrea Bocelli.
Yeah.
I mean, one song, but that's really about it.
But
Seriously?
Nessun Dorma?
Everybody knows the one song. The one he did on Step Brothers. Well,
Yeah.
not him, but
Which movie have you ever cried in during a
fuck.
movie?
I don't have tear ducts, so I don't cry.
Ever.
I was born without them.
He used them all up in the 7 years, or sorry, the 7 breakups in between 16 and 22.
Have I ever cried during a movie?
Oh yeah, yep. When
Rocky 4, when Apollo died.
the
I
fuck?
cried.
What?
Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
I bet a lot of people did, though.
Sandy almost did. Apollo was her favorite character.
Oh, wow. It was a sad moment, though.
To me, it was always weird that people are crying during the films. I couldn't understand that. Maybe it's just me.
Do you have a movie that you shed a tear in, Robbie? Since you pitched the question.
Oh, quite a few.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have a long list.
Yeah, quite a few.
I have a tendency to get involved in the movie.
Yeah.
That's why when I watch movies, shut up. It doesn't
Titanic?
matter.
Did you cry during Titanic when
Oh,
Celine Dion's song
I mean,
came on?
No, not the song. I mean, plus the song played throughout. What animal wouldn't cry in Titanic? You fucking heartless bastard. It's one of the most beautiful romances of the 90s.
Sandy
Yeah.
has accused me of being a sociopath, so in full disclosure, she has accused me of being that.
I learned a lot about Shane today.
That's why I like when I watch movies. If it's something that I can, like most of the time, I can predict the story, almost. But it's I will intentionally either kind of walk out of the room because if I break it up and I drop that connection, I won't cry. But if it's something where I can I sit there and straight and watch it when the event happens. Nicholas Sparks movies, all of them. I mean, when he kills someone, he fucking kills someone, and it's right when that moment, like the Notebook. What? I'm you have to fuck off soon. Like when someone dies, he just hits you right at the climax, and you know it's coming because you're like something hasn't happened. You know,
Terminator 2.
Lion King. I mean, Simba's dad. My wife thinks that it's connected because I lost my dad relatively or somewhat young, so there's a bit of a connection on that one. But I mean, if I sit and watch a movie and I get connected to it, it's likely going to happen. But I'll usually walk out and take a piss if there's people around me.
Subtle. I've never seen Click.
I watched Click.
Quick, the one with Jim Carrey.
Adam Sandler, I think.
Adam Sandler.
I was thinking of the other one.
Scent of a Woman. That always does to me, the speech at the end. And even though nobody dies.
Lucas and Robert are laughing at us, Robert. They're just like, these are the fucking losers.
I think he started laughing at us like a while ago. He's
One
just
listens to
keeping
Taylor
it
Swift
together.
and Celine Dion, and both these ladies cry. That's okay.
All right. I'll admit the guilty pleasure songs. Last Christmas by George Michael. The music video is fucking hysterical.
I mean,
Go look at
everybody
the
loves
music
that.
video.
I like the song.
Wham!
Christmas
Wake Me Up
song.
Before You Go. Look at that. Go look at that music video.
Oh,
It's
damn,
classic.
What do you mean? Guilty pleasures are just songs that are catchy, but they're
Yeah, pretty
successful
much.
for a reason.
I Keep Forgetting by Michael McDonald. Good stuff.
What?
Who's one of the Doobie Brothers?
Yeah, see, so if it's something you're invested in and you actually have it on playlist, that might be a little bit to what Taylor Swift and Celine Dion are to me. But if it's just a song that you hear in passing, you're like, fuck, that's a catchy song. That's a good beat. I don't know. I don't think a guilty pleasure. I mean, it's just
No,
a
this
good
is something
song.
I listen to on a fairly
You have
semi-regular basis.
you have a Christmas song on a regular basis? The fuck's
No,
wrong
I'm
with
saying during Christmas time. That's why.
you?
But we're like a couple of days, like if we're just being like we're goofing off in the house here, and I have like the music on or something, I'm cooking dinner. I'll put on some like really cheesy '80s stuff. Rick Astley, never gonna get part of my workout playlist.
Another great song. Again, probably wouldn't put that in my workout playlist.
It kind of depends on what I'm listening to for workout music. Like a lot of the times, most of the time it's classic rock, but every now and then it'll be stuff like Earth, Wind and Fire, or like stuff from the Spinners, like old Motown stuff, or like early funk stuff from the 70s and 80s.
But you know what? If you think about it, we're talking about guilty pleasures, right? And we're talking about songs that if people found out that we listen to them, potentially, especially considering, that we involved with supplements, with gym, we go to the gym, we lift weights. So it's considered kind of like a badass lifestyle. So a lot of people we would think that would consider those songs, either you can call them guilty pleasure or you can call them embarrassing, or people would laugh at you. But the bottom line is, there is 4 of us. Well, I don't know about Lukasz because he's a tough motherfucker. But the 3 of us, are clearly pussies. And I think 99% there are guys that feel exactly the same way as we do. Fans of Celine Dion, fans of Taylor Swift. There's a lot of guys that feel, but they won't admit it. So if you think about it, Shady's actually a superhero now because he actually admitted that he does. I think a lot of guys do.
I think the stereotype is that, oh yeah,
it's a stereotype, correct?
You're a sissy. But if you were like a little dude and you couldn't lift anything in the gym, they'd be like, oh, it's the stereotype, right? But if you're actually a bad, like you can lift heavy, you look tough, you're actually quite strong, it's offset, right? I don't think it's that bad. Again, I'm not listening to that shit in the gym. I mean, Taylor Swift's not going to get me hard. I can tell you that. And you need to be hard in the gym.
I almost spit my food.
I almost choked my food.
I may have gone. I may be coming up on the end.
This is my last piece of pizza. Oh, for this box.
I have one more Big Mac to go, and it's going to be 4.
I'm just going to count my calories.
This is not a good pizza.
If I
regret going with Pizza Hut.
Oh, fuck me. God damn.
I told you go with Domino's. Domino's is better.
Try to change the flavors if you're tired of one. Like do some sweets or something.
I'm gonna go get some chocolate. I'll be back.
10 nuggets, fuck.
Is it a cheat day? This is a feast. We don't believe in cheat days. We earn our shit here.
Exactly.
All right. Don't let the podcast go off the rails. I'll be back. I need to get something to save my palate.
Yeah.
I'm just counting up mine to see how well I've done so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like fucking in the bathroom tomorrow morning, crack of dawn. It's gonna be bad.
How much did you smash already?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was the thing I ate.
I think Big Mac is like about 500 calories, 600 calories.
Yeah.
4 of them. Plus McNuggets, plus cheesy bread, plus a whole pizza pie. Fuck. I don't even know, but it's a lot.
You had 1 pizza or 2 pizzas?
I finished a whole pizza pie, 10 McNuggets, 1 huge garlic bread, 3 Big Macs. I have 1 more left. So it's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Shane,
Yeah.
what is your favorite movie? We talked about the fact that you love movies, but I don't know your favorite movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not traditional Godfather or Scarface.
No.
Now we're talking. Let's go.
The Lion King is one of them, but that's
Okay.
primarily because I feel like you can tell more emotional stories through animals and illustrations. If you killed the father in the first 5-10 minutes on a real life movie, it'd be pretty tough to watch. But you do it in a cartoon with lions, it's not so bad. Next one would probably be you start getting back into the old days. I liked Dr. Zhivago,
Oh, I
um,
love that. Now we're talking. That's a classic.
but only when you have a spare 4 hours. Same with there's a Gone with the Wind, there's a nice one. I mean, those are the movies that like, but I have to be in a sort of mindset to sit down and watch those. Um, yeah,
We're talking about
movies
movies
that,
you've cried in, or just good movies?
No. His
yeah,
favorite movies, and I had a feeling he's not gonna go with the traditional, like Godfather or any of those. So he
mhm.
actually he didn't surprise me. I expected something like that, but it's pretty cool though.
That's
Do
why I
you
really
have
like Lion
a
King.
Do you have a movie that you watched like more than 10 times?
Oh, fucking, well, most of those ones I just mentioned.
Mhm.
Um, but then shit that I can like can be entertaining, that'll entertain me, can be jacked up. Pretty much all of the Marvel movies. I saw
Oh,
every single one of those at midnight on premiere day, from Iron Man straight through to Endgame. The only one I missed was Captain Marvel, although I'm not disappointed I missed that because I think it wasn't that great. But that was because I had a fucking baby and she ruined it. I mean, it didn't ruin my life, but she just ruined my streak. And I'm like, and we were in a different country, and I was like, I can't really just drop her off at some foreign babysitter. It's probably not a good parent, but eh, I tried. But the Marvel ones I could watch multiple times over.
Domino's is better. See, I ate a bunch of Domino's when I was in college and growing up. That was kind of the one my parents always went to, but I haven't had it probably since college. Alexa in the gym. Yes, 80s music for the win. And classic rock from the 70s too. Zeppelin, Van Halen, all those guys. Rat Race. Ooh. That would be rough. That would be rough, Paul.
Rat Race.
I saw that.
Jurassic Park. That's not me at all.
You didn't like Jurassic Park, Lucas?
I don't like movies like this. I remember like watching when I was like was probably 10, and the first time I watched the Godfather, and I just fell in love with it, and I could watch it like over and over and over again. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember one TV station was streaming the movie. So and it was like around 10 p.m. or something. So I sit for like probably 3 hours because the movie took that long with the commercials and so on. But I was glued into the TV. And I couldn't like drop my eyes even when it was super late. I wanted to watch the entire thing. So yeah. And the second movie that I love is Scarface. It's probably,
It's a good one.
man, such a good movie. And I've heard that they are trying to do the version 2.
Oh no.
Yeah, they want to do a Scarface 2, but it's gonna be with well, the main character will be the Al Pacino's son.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know that there was a talk about remake a couple of years ago, but I think they walked away from it, thankfully. And you know who was supposed to play Al Pacino's part?
Mhm.
Tony Montana. And
Oh.
thank God they didn't do it.
Who?
DiCaprio.
I mean,
No.
He would do well. It's just that would not be Al Pacino, not even close.
yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, I didn't
He
like a
could
lot
be-
of his early stuff, but he in later years, I've come to really like some of his stuff. Like Wolf of Wall Street, I think is an awesome movie, and it's fucking hysterical at times.
He's just on point with every fucking thing he does. I like. I mean, it's very hard because you don't really get actors. You just get famous people who act like themselves in every single fucking movie. The Rock
Yeah.
being one. But like, I like most of his movies, and him and Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis just like.
I think Daniel Day-Lewis is probably the best actor, period.
He's one of like literally the dude does what a movie every 3-4 years.
Well, he
And he just
retired.
Yeah, the last one that fashion designer one he did was his last one.
Mhm.
But like he just fucking comes out of the woodworks, does a movie, disappears.
You remember
comes
when
back
he
again.
did that? Remember when he did that movie? He won an Oscar for it. My Left
My
Foot.
left foot. Yeah.
When I saw that movie, I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" I couldn't believe that it's a person acting. That was the first movie that I've seen with him, and I was like mesmerized. I that was a new level. And then he
seems to
came up
be-
with you know what? Then the second one that he also got an Oscar, In the Name of the Father.
I haven't seen that one.
That was
That's what I still remember.
insane.
That's what I saw was that gangster one. Is it
Gangs of New York.
Yeah, I thought he was fucking great.
Oh yeah, well, DiCaprio was in that too. Both of them were really good in that.
Yeah, that was a good.
One of the reasons I saw it. I also like pretty much the entire Stanley Kubrick catalog.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, just weird shit, but you just the whole time you constantly watch it, being like, what the fuck is this about? Like what? And you're just intrigued.
Except,
No,
you know what? I didn't like. I believe that was his last one
I
with
think I know
Tom
what you mean.
Cruise.
Eyes Wide
Yeah,
Shut.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Eyes Wide
And,
Shut.
Tom
I didn't
Cruise
like
had,
that one.
That was his wife then.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, that was that weird one where they like
Man.
they were overworked, they were stressed out, and he kept like trying to go over and over and over again. And I mean, it was him and I'm trying to remember the other guy that I liked.
God damn it! I ate a lot.
It's
Fuck.
starting to get uncomfortable. Lucas, did you finish off all your food?
Yeah, I finished it all.
God damn.
I finished the pizza and the 4 Big Macs and everything else.
I ate the pizza and one slice from the second pizza. I mean, I could keep going, but I don't know if I want to.
That was the other guy I liked, David Lynch.
Mm.
David Lynch.
He's made some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those ones. But yeah, I'm probably not going to eat anymore.
You know.
I'm at that point where like
So Lucas, it's me and you.
I was
Yeah, man.
going in. I was
You know,
feeling that-
you know which movie I really, really liked, and I think for some reason that Shane is the movie mouth.
This is empty. This is all empty.
Shane, you're probably gonna be surprised. Well, no, you're not gonna be surprised. You know who's another one of my favorite actors? John Malkovich.
I'll be right back.
yeah.
Yeah, when I saw him in Dangerous Liaisons, I was like, whoa.
Now he's kind of like I
He's
think
weird. He's weird.
After that like being John Malkovich, he was kind of like Christopher Walken. You could imitate him very easily because he just has that same tone.
Hmm.
And earlier on, he was very different, but like I think in his last few movies, he's just John Malkovich. He's just the same fucking dude. He just seems to, and yeah, if someone's gonna pay you to do the same shit, why the hell not? He doesn't seem like. I like Leonardo DiCaprio, how he's very different. Same with Daniel Day-Lewis. He's not the same.
You know what? When DiCaprio came, in the beginning, I really, really, really disliked him. I didn't like him as an actor, but that's a perfect example of somebody who really evolved. He's a great actor. He's a great actor, and he was getting better and better and better.
I liked him in the beginning when he did Gilbert Grape and Basketball Diaries, and then when he did Titanic, he became like that sexy dude, and I think that's where he fucked up a bit when
But
he
I
did
liked him. I
the
liked him before the Titanic. You remember a movie with him and Johnny Depp? What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
yeah, that's what I said, Gilbert Grape
Yeah, that was insane.
and and Basketball Diaries, both very good movies before Titanic, and then
Yep.
when he did that, he did The Island, and that
Yeah,
one was
I
He did
hated.
when
Romeo
like
and Juliet too, and Man in the Iron
yeah.
Mask.
Man in
Yeah, I
the
didn't
Iron
like
Mask was
those.
good. I think was when he started doing shit that wasn't so like heartthrobby, and I think I have to imagine he didn't like being cast as like we just need a sexy dude, pretty boy, and he was like, fuck you, I'm gonna do Iron Mask, just cover my face the whole time.
Yeah.
The Fast and the Furious. I saw the trailer, and
Oh fuck
honestly,
yeah,
yeah, I
god
was.
damn, I want to see this shit.
It's very entertaining, but they definitely went a different direction, completely different direction of
What are you
what was.
talking about? It's the same shit. There was a submarine in the other one. Now there's a fucking plane,
No, no. I
and now they
mean,
can throw cars through the fucking buildings.
They
Before they were
should
throwing
end the
cars out of
series like
buildings.
long time ago.
yeah, no. The first like maybe two or three, they were basically like about racing and cars, and then it just went to James Bond type
Oh,
of
I
movies.
have no
Yeah.
problem with that because they only made those first ones and they didn't make any more because they weren't doing as well. Then you do this sweet spin on it, and it was legit. All it was like, hey, I have a job. I need six dudes. Sweet, bring them together. Next movie, same fucking thing. Six dudes together, same fucking thing. Six guys, one dies, same thing. Then
Yeah.
Dom gets taken away. Same. It is just the same thing. I fucking love that. I'm gonna be paying front and center to see that shit just as much as I saw Godzilla beat up King Kong. That was. I
No,
want
you
to see
just
cars
spoiled
go through
everything.
buildings.
Just spoiled, yeah.
What?
You just said Godzilla beat up King Kong.
Yeah, and King Kong beat up Godzilla. What's the fucking point?
You did your initial phrasing was that was the difference.
Oh, they both beat each other up.
Okay,
It's a fucking
there we
thing.
go.
I mean, it's just giant fucking animals. Who gives a shit?
True.
Yeah, there is no
The one,
mystery in it.
the one thing I thought was weird though is that I know that like originally, or like to the story, he probably could shoot lasers, but I feel like it's a bit sting that Godzilla can shoot lasers out of his fucking mouth. When you say something like, "Oh, can a gorilla beat up an elephant?" I'm like, "Cool." Well, the elephant has a Gatling gun on his back. It's a little bit different, right? Like when you compare animals, you want to compare the animals. You don't want to.
Yeah.
And like Godzilla's a giant lizard, King Kong's a giant ape. Godzilla can now shoot lasers. I just feel it's a bit stink. I mean, anyone who can shoot lasers gets an advantage, admittedly, right? If
Agreed.
a mouse can, if a mouse can shoot a laser, it's probably got an advantage on a human. It's a bit tough. I was disappointed that he could shoot lasers that big. Anyway,
The film critique. The film critique. I've tried to watch the Fast. Like I remember the original Fast and Furious, and I thought that was okay. I don't think I saw the second one or the third one. And then I tried to
no,
watch
number four.
I tried to watch. I don't know if it was five or six, and none of it made sense. It's like we're gonna take all these guys that are street racers, and all of a sudden they're like superheroes now and spies.
Doesn't
None
matter
of that
anymore.
made sense to me. So I just
It
You
doesn't
know,
make sense.
you know,
it seemed like too much of it was CGI with the cars and stuff. Like
I,
the stuff they were doing was so over the
That's
top. I
the
just thought,
thing. Some of it's not
I
CGI.
agree. I agree with Robert on one hand because yeah, they started as one thing and they kind of like completely changed. But you know what I do respect about Fast and Furious is the fact that they know that they went too far,
Yeah,
but they holding it with pride. We
yeah,
know we're doing shit. You know, it's
yeah,
like
man.
and they like, okay, yeah, we know that this all looks James Bond bullshit and too far, and but we're proud of it. And here's another one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
and
know, and
like
I respect that. They not
we're
they're
gonna
not
team
trying
up
to
six
pretend.
actors, and then the next movie is, you know what? What do you think we're gonna do this time? We're gonna team up the same fucking six actors. We're gonna make the bad guy a little different. And then they do another one. Like, what do you think we're gonna do? Get the same six actors. Oh, plus The Rock's now in it. Damn. And then you throw in what's her name? Charlize Theron as the bad guy. Fucking, it's just the same shit. But you could, it's kind of like spin the wheel.
yeah,
These are all six core actors. Spin the wheel. I do.
yeah. That was a good one with Johnny Depp. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a very good movie.
Well, yeah.
that was good stuff. I like that. Have y'all seen Narcos on
Yeah.
Netflix?
No.
No, I didn't. So I didn't watch it, but I heard it's pretty good.
It's good. I didn't like the Mexico series as much. I didn't think that cast or that I didn't find that storyline of those actors maybe as engrossing as the original Narcos crew.
Well, because I think they try to capitalize on something that works, and sometimes they don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck to do.
Yeah.
That's just like they taking original story and they like twisting it and bringing it to a level where it's completely unnecessary, and that's the reason I guess why I respect Fast and Furious, because they actually holding like they're kind of proud of the fact what they accomplished. And I mean, look, that's probably one of the most popular franchises in the world.
Yeah.
And as much criticism as they get, it's still fucking killing it at the box office. And what I think they're gonna do 10 altogether. The
11.
money, the 11, yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane. That's insane. And to consider that they survived for so many years.
And they did it with, like I said, I think the original formula wasn't working, but they did think something was there. Then they redid it with the fourth. The fifth was the one that really switched it up, where they did the kind of team up. The Rock came in, juiced it up a little. That was I mean, it's the same shit. I'm not gonna argue with it. I'll pay $20 to sit down and blast that shit into my eyes. I mean, legit. They throw cars off buildings, through buildings. They jumped a car from fucking one tower in the Middle East to the other tower, and then they jumped out and threw it out the other side. I mean, that's just shit that you just don't get to see. I know it's not real, but some of
Yeah.
the shit they do, like they were saying that the number five, I think it was, or six, where they run the vault through the city,
Mm-hmm.
and they drag it with the two cars and they throw it at other cars and throw it through buildings. That was real. They did all that. They said they did it real. And you see the making of
Badass.
they were actually dragging the safe, throwing it through fucking buildings, smashing into cars. I was like, God damn. I mean, it's just fucking awesome.
But
Not
then you have Fast and Furious had like a cult following. The first like three movies, I think, they had the audience and that's it. But it wasn't as wild as the fourth, fifth, and so on.
you
And
don't
that's
really
when
get
that's
money
when they
from
went a
cult
little bit
following.
outrageous. But then you have the opposite spectrum of that. Say, for example, take Expendables. So the first Expendables
Oh,
was very,
so
very,
good.
very popular, and the second one was very, very, very popular, and
Don't get me
it
started
it
about the fucking
worked
third.
until they fucking brought what's her name,
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rousey, and they decided to go, instead of rated R, they went with PG-13, and I'm like, okay, you just fucking destroyed the movie.
Well,
You
and
Yeah.
the
see what they
special
were
effects on
trying to
that
do.
have not held up well. Like if you look back, you can tell like the explosions are fake, which is why I like some like the '80s action movies so much more. They're actually blowing shit up for real there. Whereas like the Expendables, if you go back and watch the third one, you can tell a lot of those explosions are
Third
CGI and it
one
doesn't
was
look good.
the third one was Van Damme, wasn't it?
The second
Mel
one.
Gibson.
Oh, Mel Gibson was the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but you could see what they were doing in that third one. The team strikes out, first scene,
Yeah.
they get injured, they get in trouble, they don't have any team members, and then they bring in these kids. And I'm like, this is what you usually see Hollywood do because you want to pass it on. These old dudes don't want to keep doing it. They don't want to be Fast and the Furious. So they're like, if we can pass it on to these kids and revitalize it every two, three movies, we can keep it going. But the kids were fucking useless. They had no character, and no one really watched this movie because of what Sylvester Stallone did in Expendables 1 and 2. They watched it because he was in fucking Rocky and Rambo. They watched in Arnold Schwarzenegger. They did all that shit because of what they knew him from.
Yeah.
And then these fresh dickheads come in and just not great actors, just terrible story. They tried to pass it on. It flopped like a son of a bitch. I don't think I've seen a movie that successfully did that anyway. They were able to pass it on to a younger cast.
No.
It's not. It's the Hollywood does it a lot. Kind of like uh, not so much the same thing, but like how they tried to pass Ghostbusters on in the female one, or the one that was released like a few years ago. They just tried. I think they tried to pass it on to a newer age, and it just didn't really work. They kind of do it. It's just you can feel it's a bit forced.
Well, it's
But
lazy too. Why try to borrow like the fame and clout that one franchise has and try to reimagine it? Why are you being lazy? Why don't
because it's
you create
genius.
something
Because
original?
if it does work, then you've got a whole new franchise,
Yeah.
and you can keep running it. But if it doesn't work, I guess it's no loss, really, is it? Because people are going to see it and make enough money to break even because of the other ones. And if it sucks, no loss. And if it's great, they get to make some more. So I guess they do it with a lot of movies. Creed, I think, is similar, but did it well. They kind of passed it on, and he's on to his third. So I guess that was a very similar situation where it was an old school movie, and he helped guide it to the new age. Kind of worked. I don't think it's as big as the first one, as the Rockies, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think right now it's going to be very interesting to see, Creed that Rocky's not in there,
Yeah.
and not only that, I think Creed, what's his name, Michael
Jordan.
B.
He's
Jordan.
directing it, isn't he?
I think he's directing it too.
Yeah.
So this is going to be. I don't know. I have a feeling it's not going to be good. It's just
This to me might be the Expendables 3.
yeah. I just can't see it working, and not a chance.
Yeah.
Like
What
you
is?
said, you'll still go see it though.
I probably will because out of curiosity, I will definitely want to see it. But even the second one, I honestly enjoyed the most the part where I had Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't care for the other two at all. I
Exactly.
mean, I was, in fact, I was bored as fuck.
Yeah, I was not a fan of. I wasn't really
felt-
that big of a fan of the first Creed either. I
It
don't
felt
know.
very similar. The second felt the same storyline as Creed 1. Like, at least with Rocky, you knew that it was, if that's what you were getting, you're going to get Rocky overcoming an obstacle and taking on a new bad guy. Whereas in Creed, they didn't really play up. I guess you can't really play up the signature Russian these days, so you can't really play up the stereotypical, like, bad guy because it might come off a bit wrong, but they didn't really give you that edge or that reason to hate the other guy in these movies. It was just seemed like a fight, and I don't know. But I mean, it's still
Yeah.
working. I mean, we're knocking them, but they make more money in fucking one day than I'll probably make in my life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyone
Ozark was
watch?
good. I have seen Ozark. That was good.
I thought
Watched the
Ozark
first
started.
season.
I thought it started a little slow,
Mhm.
but then it was getting better and better, especially towards the end. It was
Yeah,
it was brilliant. Like now, I can't wait for the fourth season.
agreed.
The first season, when I saw the first one, all three were already out, so I kind of started watching it late. And when I watched the first season, I was like, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Like I wasn't really enjoying it. I liked it, kind of like was just curious what's going to be next. And then the second one, I thought it was better, and then the third one kind of was like really on a roll.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the second one yet.
You gonna eat your second pizza, Robbie?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm done.
Fuck, I'm going to bed soon.
I
Yeah.
believe I got 3,000 calories. I disappointed everyone.
Nah.
At 215 pounds, I should have been able to do more.
Bro, it's just for funsies. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had like maybe 4,000 or 5,000, 5,000 probably.
Yeah, if you have 4 Big Macs, that's 2,000.
Yeah, plus a large pizza and a large cheesy bread and 10 McNuggets. So I don't know.
Glad I had my dessert first.
You probably won.
Probably 5,000. I would
I had
say.
around 4,000.
Now I feel like I can probably finish this pizza, but I'm enjoying myself way too much.
I want to shoot myself tomorrow morning. I don't want to do it tonight. I'll leave my
Yeah.
pizza. Yeah, I definitely. I'm glad I enjoyed the dessert first, though. Oh fuck.
I've never seen anyone eat dessert first. That was very impressive.
The way Sandy is with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's just the way to do it.
Shane, I got bad news for you, buddy. I had over 3,000 calories.
Oh.
Bullshit.
I had 9.5 pieces of
Shane's gonna
pizza.
continue eating now.
I had 9.5 pieces of pizza, which is $29.70. Plus this little Three Musketeers right here.
Oh, you got chocolate. That's fucking cheating.
You had a donut.
It's not my fault.
I'm counting my calories right now just for fun.
No, I can't do this.
He's gonna continue eating now.
No.
White flag.
Nope. Fuck that.
And you
No.
and you keep the show regular, right?
Ah. Oh.
I think it's time to go for a walk around the block after this. Oh,
I see it's dangerous when you eat a lot and then you go for a walk because it encourages the onset.
Vowels.
Yeah. The last thing you want to do is go on a walk that's
You can definitely shit yourself.
yeah.
I was listening to the latest FUAD podcast, and they were saying
Yeah.
something like everybody's had those instances where they've shit themselves. I'm thinking, what is wrong with these people? How have you just like you walk into the car and you shit yourself, or you're walking down the block? How loose? Like how loose are these individual sphincters that they can't like close their assholes?
Well, speaking of very embarrassing moments, I had this moment.
Yeah, my wife smoked me. My daughter
But it was
smoked
not
me too.
my embarrassing moment wasn't via food, but I took a bit more berberine than I supposed to.
I've been I watched that podcast. I know exactly what he's talking about. I mean, not like full on. Like I had this. I remember this story. My granddad was a big alcoholic, and he kind of discouraged you to push a fart too much. There was just this time we were hanging out in the garage, and he looked and he would fart and he'd clear the room, and he'd sit there and watch everyone and wait for them to smell it, and then laugh. I do the same now, but he there was one time and he'd farted and everyone's like, oh, that's gross. And then he stood there and he like you know when that look on your eye, it's kind of like when my daughter shits in her nappy, and you can see the tension, and he was pissed, but he was like sitting there, and then you could see him like just staring at the wall, and hear the fart, and I was like, looked like you tried a lot, and he's like laughing, everyone's smelling. I was like, oh, that's fucking gross. And then you saw the shit drip down his leg, because he was an old school dude, so he wore like moderately short shorts, and he was laughing, and we're like, dude, there's shit coming down your leg. And he sits there and he's laughing and he's thinking we're still laughing about the fart. And we're like, no, 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 no. You shit your pants. I haven't gone that far. That's pretty fucking gross.
Yeah.
But I have done it where like you try and push a fart out and then you kind of feel something else in there.
Yeah.
And you just close it up. You just
Yeah.
close it up. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Apparently not Mr. No Tear Ducts over here, but I think if you've pushed a squat or pushed a deadlift and you've taken some serious pre-workouts and you eat a good amount of food, you would have experienced this at some point in your life. Hands down.
Have you ever had to break a training session because you had to shit yourself?
That's the worst. That's what I literally plan to not do because nothing kills a pump or like a focus or momentum. Taking a 10-minute dump in between your session.
Yeah.
You just warmed up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You just were like, okay, my squats are on fire, and then you need to go into the bathroom. And if you sit down, at least with a piss, you can estimate how long you're going to be.
Oh yeah, man. This
But
is
if you
not a
take
problem.
a shit, you may never get up for another 5-10 minutes. You don't
Bro,
know.
like I remember it was like
Lukasz
probably,
gets this, Robert. You haven't lifted hard enough.
it was probably a month ago or something like this.
I get
But
all
I
my
was-
I get my business done before I start training. So you take your
Bro.
pre-workout, you've got your bathroom session, then you go
You're
train.
not pushing it enough. You are not pushing it enough.
I had
Maybe my evacuation route is just more is more streamlined.
No,
Oh my
I mean
God.
it's not that.
Robbie's awfully quiet. He's got those old man bladder. He probably shits himself every day.
I'm counting right now the calories. I actually killed it. Fuck, that's a lot of calories.
Yeah, that's 3 days right there. Yeah, if you would have come across this, everybody who lives hard come across, like Fuad's podcast said, everyone's done it. If they've come close, they know the feeling, they know what they're talking about. I've definitely fired it in the gym. I've done that a few times, like to the
Bro.
extent where like if someone like way down by the dumbbells looks around, and I'm just like, yeah, that was me.
Especially it happens, when you take a pretty good amount of stims. But you know what? I remember when I was doing squats, it was probably like a month ago or something, and I was like doing 3 plates. So I did 3 plates for reps, and I said, okay, cool. Now I'm bumping it up, so I'm going 3.5, and then I'm gonna smash the four plates. So when I did like 3.5, and I was doing like a second rep, like, oh, okay, I need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
10 minutes in the toilet, and my focus was
Oh shit.
not
Once
there.
you've
Yeah.
once you've gone through it, the worst part is that when you even get close to that feeling, you just get worried and you just try and go to the bathroom, even if there's nothing there.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
scares you.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I've been there.
exactly.
I've been there a few
Robert,
times.
I did my calories 6,972.
God damn it.
Yep.
Jesus.
Robic won.
Yeah, probably one.
Yeah, because I did like 380.
3,000?
Yeah, 3,800. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Now I'm happy.
Yeah. Rod, I think 1 IPA a day is fine if you're bodybuilding. I mean, Lane Norton has said he cut for an entire show and had a beer a day when he was cutting with it. So if you're just like an amateur guy that's looking to put on some muscle and get fit, you're fine. One beer a day is not going to sabotage anything. You have 6 a day, yeah, you're going to have some issues maximizing your results, but 1 a day is fine. But I would say drink something better than an IPA. I can't stand IPAs. Do a
Green
stout or a
cola.
porter.
Green cola is the way to go.
That too.
I was gonna say I'm not a drinker at all.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's just one beer here and there. Even one beer a day is fine. It's the excessive intake of ethanol or alcohol can suppress muscle protein synthesis rates and jack cortisol levels up at one in the context of everything else. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So
Good question. When you are
Ethanol
drinking,
smell like shit.
who?
what's
Oh,
it?
sorry, go on, Lucas.
No, I just wanted to say, just wanted to ask you guys, when you're drinking like a diet soda, sparkling water, are your appetite stimulated, or you feel like a suppression of appetite?
Typically, it makes me feel full.
Yeah, man. I have it when I'm hungry and I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the appetite itself, I don't know if it suppresses. Not for me. It doesn't suppress appetite.
I don't think
You just feel
it. I think
fuller.
yeah, I think it tricks
Honestly,
you.
I feel full. I feel full, and I don't want to eat.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from a diet Coke, diet soda, or maybe just carbonated drink. I
I think it's
Yeah.
honestly don't know.
yeah.
I think I've always had it as a trick. If I'm like hungry at 4 and I should be eating at 6, I'll have a diet just to time me over to make me feel like I had something. I don't think there's anything in there that like specifically decreases appetite. I think it's just the fact that it's a soda and it tricks me.
Yeah.
No.
I think it makes you feel like you've had something filling or whatever, and it's not. But I don't think I like it.
Yeah.
It's a nice little trick. Oh shit! Now I can't eat for the next 2 days. Oh fuck!
Oh my goodness. All right, gents. We're gonna put a bow on this and call it a day.
I think you know what. Apart from the 50 eggs that you want to do the challenge, that one actually I predict I will lose. I think I'll lose that one. But I think
I
what we
think
should do is next one day I want to get drunk with Robert. That's not gonna take long.
Are
That's
you
probably
sure
like
that's a good thing to be streaming live? I mean,
oh
surely you got.
I will
I
say
don't
the
have to be a
stupidest
part of
thing
it,
ever.
Yeah,
but I'm not
but
gonna
I'm saying.
participate.
Yeah,
You don't have to get drunk. You could just take the edge off. You don't. I mean, I don't drink to get drunk anymore. I haven't done that since maybe a year or two after college when we had some people over at the house and we're watching an LSU football game. But it's now it's like you drink, do enough just to kind of like ease it off, and that's usually 1.5 for me, and I'm good.
I just don't drink them. I reckon they all smell and taste like shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, see, some people say you haven't tried the right one, but then some. Oh, for fuck's sake! What are you doing over?
Perfect timing.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
You gonna say bye-bye? To me? You say bye. Wave.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, we need to fix our doors.
No, next time she's ready, just turn around and scream, go to your room. No.
No, because if I do that, she has this. I say, go away, or outside. She just yells at. She says outside to like go away wherever you are outside. She just yells it back at me. You outside. I was like, you don't even have that many words, and these are some. And it's like you outside, and it just doesn't matter.
There we go. Drinking game.
Drinking game. All right.
I'll drink some aminos.
There you go. I'm trying to think the last drinking game. Oh, that's a fun story. Sandy and I won 5 straight games of beer pong in a row the night we got engaged. So I proposed to her in front of the.
Engaged?
Huh?
When did you get engaged?
It was
During one of the breakups.
no asshole. Was, I feel like I want to have Guy Cisternino just on the podcast once, so I could just have him scream, "You idiot!" Like, with
She proposed to you?
No, asshole.
That would have made sense.
It was in 2008. It was the summer of 2008. I had just graduated not too recently, or not too long ago. I graduated in May of 08 from LSU, and she graduated with her master's in May of 08 too. How old was I?
Yeah.
23. Or I wasn't 23 yet. Or yeah, actually, maybe I was 23. Yeah, because I proposed the week after my birthday. So it was like August 16th, I think was when we got engaged, 2008. So I set up everything. So I had surprised her, went up for the weekend to visit her because she was still living in Baton Rouge. I was living down in New Orleans at my parents' house. Got everything planned out. So I had proposed to her in front of the tiger cage. So LSU has a live Bengal tiger mascot on campus, and there's this giant like habitat that it has there. Yeah. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I proposed to her in front of the tiger cage. I had already planned for her parents and my parents to meet us at the rooftop restaurant in downtown Baton Rouge. And then after that, I had a bunch of our really close friends from the trumpet section all meet us at one of my friends' apartments for like a big party. That night, just like a congratulations or, a celebration party for us getting engaged, because everybody knew us. The trumpet section was close. There was like 70 of us that were in the section together. And so we set up beer pong. We had a bunch of other drinking games. We proceeded to win 5 straight games of beer pong. And so if you know how beer pong works, you set up 10 cups and you throw the balls in there, and the winner usually stays on. Except we were winning, but it was down to like 1 cup each. Like there was the other opponent, we would have like 1 or 2 cups, they would have 1 cup. So we ended up drinking, I don't know how many shitty beers that we did between that. So then we won our 5th game. We hung out for a little bit longer. We leave. We get right outside in the parking lot. She pukes all over. Like tonight we got to get. She pukes all over the parking lot. She looks up at me and she goes, "You got a classy girl."
Did the tiger give it the ring?
No, the tiger was behind the glass. But she
cool.
did the quintessential girl thing. She didn't say yes or I do when you ask her to marry. She goes, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." She always said she didn't want to be that girl, and she was.
I mean, she had to have said yes at some point, though.
I don't know. I think I'm still waiting on a yes.
Oh, yeah.
12 years later, I'm still waiting.
Interesting.
She's still thinking.
She probably is. It takes a while for her to make a decision.
This 8th breakup, I need to make it. I need to make it easy. If I'm married, this is going to make things different. This is difficult.
Shane, I wonder if the other girl is still waiting.
Yeah. Orange creamsicle. I wonder if she's still out there.
She might be. Lauren. That's her name. I'm not going to say her last name because she's married now, but.
Yeah, some people maybe it's just like, so, I don't want to look like fucking hungry. She's probably got like a makeshift marriage. Maybe she's just like, this is just for a time being until Robert finally comes to his senses.
Oh, okay. I'll save other embarrassing stories for next week.
Yeah.
All right, gents. Any closing remarks?
It was fun.
Hey, Shay looks like he's beat up.
Yeah, I went and did a back workout, and I'm not like full, but I'm not hungry.
I could probably go for another 3 or 4 slices at least.
See, I'd need something besides pizza if I was going to eat something. I can't, like, the thought of eating more pizza makes me want to hurl, but I could eat something
Yeah.
else.
I would go for some ice cream.
That would be good.
Yeah, ice cream juice, it like sinks around what's in your stomach. I believe that's scientifically what happens.
It just kind of coats around.
Yeah, like fits into the areas that the pizza isn't. That's how it works.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right, gents. Thank you for all the listeners that tuned in to see us act like a bunch of fools on this eating challenge. We will probably do this again in the not too distant future. Again, we'll figure out what our next eating challenge is, and maybe we can actually.
You're gonna have to leave some time. You have to leave some time because I'm probably gonna be weighing
Just
225 for the next week.
don't get on the scale for now.
All right, my friends. Have a good night. Thank y'all for hanging with us. For the listeners out there, tune in. Thank you for your support. We only act foolish and make jackasses ourselves because we love you guys out there. So thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on The Final Scoop.
Take care.